Today's video is one that Owen and I have been excited about for a really long time, and it's a tour of our new rig. It's been a long process getting to this point, but we're so excited to share our new home on wheels with you. All right, I can't wait. Let's get started. Our new rig is made up of three components: the truck, the camper, and the flatbed tray. Up here on the front of the truck, we got a high clearance addictive desert design front bumper, a light bar, which is embedded in the front, and a come up winch. Moving along here over to the side, we got the ARB safari snorkel for like moon dust, just to get our air intake off the ground. And we got KO2 tires and Evo Course wheels. In addition to everything that you see here, there's a couple of things that you don't see. We upgraded the entire suspension just to be sure that we could compensate for the full-time load that our truck was going to be carrying. In addition to that, we also got an ARB rear locker, just in case. The Norweld tray is made up entirely of aluminum and has storage boxes that build the wheel wells back up. We opted to paint ours black just so it would blend in better with the truck and the camper. Starting with our passenger front compartment, this is the home of our ARB air compressor. It operates our rear locker as well as gives us the ability to air down, air back up. This next box is all of our everyday use stuff for outside. So in here we have a single burner stove, our camp chairs, hammock, fun stuff like that. So this driver front compartment is kind of like our garage. It has a hose, tool bag, shovel, water filter, stuff like that. General utility kind of stuff. The one behind it is a little bit different. This one is actually a water tank. It's not necessarily for potable water, but it's good. You can fill it up with clean water, and there's a release spout down here, so you can use it to rinse off gear, feet, shoes, whatever. Or you can run a hose from your sink into here and it becomes a great water tank. Now for the camper. So what we have is a flat-sided Hawk flatbed camper. Starting right here, we have 20 pounds of propane, downlighting, which is really nice for at night to light the ground. More exterior lighting up here, and a Fiamma awning. We also have this really cool door latch that you can latch the door open so you don't have to worry about it blowing around in the wind. An additional feature that was offered by Norweld is a table that actually installs into the side of the flatbed. It's really nice because we can install it right here underneath the propane tanks and cook outside in the event we ever want to. On the roof we have 320 watts of solar, as well as our Yakima rack system with our 3 surfboards. Here in the back of the camper, we have a rack system that is home to 2 5-gallon gas cans, as well as our Max Tracks. We were also able to keep our pre-existing backup camera and trailer hitch. Moving around here to this side, we have the ability to hook up extra solar panels in the event that we ever need to, an outdoor shower hookup, which will be really nice. And pretty much all of the rest of this is just access to utilities that are on the inside. So now it's time to move inside. Just a quick couple of notes about the door, which is kind of cool, is we actually have the ability to have a screen door or the regular door, which is really nice. And then to get in, we have a stirrup step, which also just hooks straight into the Norweld tray, so you can just step right up into the camper. All right, follow me. So starting just inside our camper door, we have a whole bunch of switches to all of our exterior lighting, as well as some plugs, USB, and all that fun stuff. We also made this little compartment to hold all of our readily needed cords and such. So under each of our bench seats, we have a whole bunch of storage that goes all the way to the bottom of the camper. Kind of a bottomless pit, but an amazing storage space. All right, before I talk about how multifunctional this dinette area is, I feel like I need to introduce you guys to our cat Luna. We've actually had her for about 10 years. but this is the first time she's actually traveling with us full time, and I think she's settling in pretty nicely. All right, so the dinette area. It is awesome. It's so multifunctional. So in addition to this being where we eat, it also serves as a desk for Owen and I. It's also a bed, and it's also a shower. Over here on the kitchen side of the camper, we have, starting over here, a 2-burner stove. Runs on the same propane tanks that are outside. We have a sink here. We also have a hot water heater, 6 gallons in the event that we ever need it. And then here we have our refrigerator and freezer. We added a little plate here that's metal so we could stick photos and stuff to it. Ta-da, lots of carbonated water. And over here we have 2 kind of kitchen cabinets that we use. Cutting board, bowls, plates, fun stuff like that. Over here, there's a whole bunch of stuff like toiletries, more cooking stuff. Up here we have our utensil drawer. This is to monitor our solar, which is up top. And down here we have a drawer below the refrigerator, and we kind of keep pots, pans, coffee making equipment and stuff down there. Then we have a furnace, which has been amazing, especially now that we have the cat on board. We want to kind of keep things pretty mild in here. And then we have our water pump switches over here and our thermostat. Facing the front of the vehicle is our bed area. So here's our bed. The bump in the covers is our cat, who apparently is camera shy. But the great thing about these Hawk flatbed campers, or actually all of the flatbed campers by 4-Wheel Camper, is you get under bed storage, and it's massive. So check it out. So under here, we have the ability to store Owen's clothes, my clothes, all of our work supplies, and all of our extra linens. So yeah, it's a ton of awesome space. So when the top of the camper is down, the level comes down to about here. So all of this stuff is not accessible when the top is down. I know a lot of you are kind of curious what this is. It's just a mechanism to help push the top up because you can't get down there. We also have 2 vent fans, one over the bed, one over the kitchen dinette area, and they can push or pull, which is great. We also have LED lights up here, which are totally dimmable. I don't know if you can tell, but it's nice because you can really fine tune the lighting in here. Okay, so moving down to this bench right here, the 20-gallon water tank is centered in the vehicle, which is really nice. And it is right under here. And then in front of it is just our electrical management compartment, and all that stuff lives here. Oh, and a carbon monoxide detector. So looking back over towards the door side of the camper, in this top compartment is our battery system. We actually switched over to a lithium battery system by Battleborn, and our inverter also lives in this compartment. So the next cabinet below is all spices and additional kind of like dry food items that are easily accessible right here. So this door down low is Luna's litter box. In some of these campers, you can opt to have a potty here. We opted out of one for ourselves in lieu of giving Luna a blue. So we just cut a hole in the door, and her litter box lives right there. It's really easy to take her litter box outside and scoop it, do it where it's a little bit cleaner. Right here above the door is our Fiamma awning opening mechanism. I think that that's probably the best way to describe that. And then up here, our Clerestory. So this is actually the part of the camper that pops up. So all of this is only exposed when the top is up. It is 6'4" in here when the top is fully up, and we have 3 different layers here. So we have mesh screen, so good ventilation, airflow, a clear layer to prevent rain but allow light, and then in here we have a blackout layer, and then this outermost layer right here is a thermal pack, and it's just really good for moderating all the temperature in here, be it hot or cold. That wraps up the tour of our new rig. There was so much thought that went into this process and time. It's still hard to believe that it's real. But huge shout out to Main Line Overland. It was an absolute pleasure to work with you guys, and they were truly the masterminds behind everything that you just saw. We have so many plans for the future, and it finally feels like we have the rig that's gonna get us there. We really appreciate you watching this tour. We hope that you enjoyed it. For more life on the road videos like this one, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you down the road.